The internet went abuzz after several prominent leaders of India's opposition parties and journalists claimed to have received a notification from Apple which says, Apple believes you are being targeted by state-sponsored attackers who are trying to remotely compromise the iPhone associated with your Apple ID. From Trinamool Congress's Mahua Moitra, Shiv Sena UBT's Priyanka Chaturvedi, Congress's Shashi Tharoor to the Wire's founding editor Siddharth Varatharajan all received this alert. Most of them took to social media to share screenshots of the alerts they received from Apple. In a statement, Aam Aadmi Party MP Raghav Chadha, who also received the notification from Apple, alleged that the democratic interests of our country have come under attack. This notification is reminiscent of the Pegasus spyware scandal, which also had targeted many voices that are critical of the BJP. Even in this attack, I am not the only opposition leader who has been attacked. Multiple voices of the opposition have been targeted, he said. Back in 2021, several journalists, activists, and political leaders turned victims of an Israeli firm NSO's Pegasus spyware. Although the Union Government of India has not really spoken on the usage of Pegasus, organizations like Citizen Lab and Amnesty have found evidence of the sophisticated hacking software being deployed in India. Since 2021, Apple has been sending out such notifications when it suspects some activity that resembles a state-sponsored attack. So far, Apple has notified individuals in 150 countries. Today, the American tech company in a statement said, Apple does not attribute the threat notifications to any specific state-sponsored attacker. State-sponsored attackers are very well funded and sophisticated, and their attacks evolve over time. Detecting such attacks relies on threat intelligence signals that are often imperfect and incomplete. It's possible that some Apple threat notifications may be false alarms, or that some attacks are not detected. We are unable to provide information about what causes us to issue threat notifications, as that may help state-sponsored attackers adapt their behavior to evade detection in the future, the statement added. The support page on apple.com explains a bit about what its threat notifications are. But to understand what exactly transpired, what does this Apple security alert denote, and more, we have Prateek Waghre, Policy Director, Internet Freedom Foundation, to speak about it.
This is still very much an evolving story, and I think we'll get to know over the next couple of hours the range of actors who've been affected by or received this sort of notification. Right now, this is something that Apple seems to have started in November 2021, where they would send users notification of potentially being the targets of a state-sponsored attack of this sort, right? And the way they do it, or the way they say they do it, and of course they don't give you specifics to a large extent, because if they put that information out, it's possible for people who are engaging with such attacks or perpetrating them to evade detection. Right? The idea is that you in such cases you typically look for what's called as an attack signature, based on similarities of how other actors or people, or in other instances where they may have attributed to a state actor or a state sponsored actor, and they look for similarities and then try to when there are similar attacks or similar patterns that they observe in case of other users, they send out these notifications.
Seems like the mystery about why so many prominent people across the country got the same message on the same day will continue to be a mystery. For more updates on this developing story, stay tuned to our channel. This is Afreen Hussain and you are watching India Today SoSouth.